Hello, here Curtis Beasold here, freshman basketball coach of the Brossart Mustangs for the 2019-2020 season. Here to give you a recap of the year, talk about our team for the season, and for our banquet here. First off, I'd like to thank Mike and Scott Code for asking me to be part of this great staff. I enjoy coaching. Being around Mike and Scott and Daniel Schultz is awesome, and you can learn a lot from those guys, and I have learned a lot from those guys over the years, and I appreciate the opportunity that they give me to coach the freshman basketball team. I'd also like to thank Zach Herzenberg and Alex Trentman, who helped me coach the freshman team this year. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have been able to do what we did. It's coaching by yourself is impossible. You always got to have somebody by your side on the bench bouncing ideas off each other, and Zach and Alex were both great at that, in helping with the halftime talk and preparing these guys for the game and for the season. So thanks, Zach and Alex. Also, I'd like to thank the parents for getting their kids to and from practice. I know freshman schedule isn't always the easiest. Throughout this season, our practice times change. We have to get to gym whenever we can get it. So it's not a set schedule. I appreciate you guys getting the kids there to and from practice. Also, as you guys found out, the freshman basketball season, game-wise, isn't set in stone all the time. We might have to fluctuate games here and there. It gets changed at the last minute. Towards the end of the year, we had that case scenario where we had a game on the schedule, it got canceled, and we put it right back on the schedule. So I appreciate the parents with all their time and commitment getting the kids to and from the games. And the players, you should be thanking your parents for that. If it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be able to play sports in high school. Now, as for the team and the season, the freshman year is really hard. It's tough because you're getting to play with a bunch of different guys you've never played before. So it takes time to learn to play with those guys. And I felt like this team did a very good job of adapting well to that. It seemed like the kids got along great together. A lot of the kids knew each other, playing against each other in grade school, so they all knew each other, but they never played with each other. So it took a little bit of time getting there, but when they did, they all clicked together and they became a pretty good team. We finished the season 11-11, so 500. It started out kind of slow. We had a couple losses there and a lot of key injuries early in the season. We had players falling left and right for injuries, and then we're losing games. We lost like 7 games early on, and 6 of those, or 7 or 6 or 7 of those games, we lost by less than 6 points, 6 or less points. So we were right there in all the ball games. And part of that is early in the season, you're trying to figure out who, as a coaching staff, who plays well together, what positions they play, and as players, they're trying to figure out how to play with each other. And so losing those games by those marginal, 6 or less points doesn't really bother me any. It's we learned from that and we were able to improve. So we got off to a slow start, but ended up finishing pretty strong. Some of our losses, and like 6 or less points there, we lost to Highlands, pretty good team. We lost to a Holy Cross team, which I honestly think we should have went to overtime, but it was a triple header night. The officials wanted to get that game over with, so they counted the basket. I don't think it should have counted, but hey, it is what it is. And we lost to a very good St. Henry team early in the year in the Holy Cross tournament, which is halfway through the season. We went down and played in that Holy Cross tournament, and we lost to the St. Henry team is very good. We lost to them by 4, or it might have been 5, and that was the closest game that they had throughout the tournament. They were beating everybody by 20, 25 points, but we were able to play with them within 4 or 5. So we had a chance to beat a very good St. Henry team. With that being said, as the season got going mid-season, I think that's where we started to peak, and we might have been peaked a little too early because right there in the mid-season, we put 2 back-to-back wins together in beating Covcath and Beechwood, which were 2 very good teams. Matter of fact, Covcath went on to win the Northern Kentucky Freshman Tournament at the end of the season. So these kids have nothing to hang their head about because they were able to beat Covcath during the regular season. And it actually might have been a bad thing that we beat them because that's who we drew in the Northern Kentucky freshman tournament first round, and they probably remembered that we beat them in the regular season, and that's probably why they, come out strong, ready to take care of business, and that's what Cupcat did to us there at the end of the year. But we still have nothing to hang our heads about. Very good season, finished at 11-11. Now, as for the players, first off, Anthony Cruzy. He's a great vision guy, could see the floor very well, makes good decision. He's a very good passer, good point guard for our team. Next one's Derek Martin. He has a big heart for a little guy. He might be the smallest guy on the team, but he has a big heart, and he's always in the right position at the right time, defensively and offensively. Then we have Brandon Beazold, who's a very good all-around player. He can shoot the ball, pass the ball, dribble the ball, got good court vision. He's going to be a pretty good ball player in the future, as long as he's one of our best defensive players also. So not only does he do it offensively, he does it defensively. And Robbie Verse is the next one. Robbie Verse missed the whole season with a back injury, but he has got this great dedication to the sport, and he'll be fine in the future because I know he's going to work hard at it. Logan Woosley's the next one. Logan Woosley's probably one of our better defenders, and he's real quick with his feet. He's a soccer player. He can move laterally very quickly, which makes him a good defensive player also. Next player is Nathan Schalk. He's a very good, strong rebounder, and he's improving every day. And as long as Nathan keeps growing and getting taller, he's going to be helpful in the years to come in the JV and varsity level. Next one's Sam Willicke. Sam Willicke's one of our best shooters. If you leave Sam Willicke open, he's going to knock the shot down. He can shoot it. Then you got Logan Meyer, who's a very good floor general, point guard. He can lead a team in the right direction, take care of the court, get everybody ready to go, get in the right spots. Very good floor general. Mason Seapate, probably our best shooter, and he can also play inside and outside. Big, tall, lanky kid, gave a lot of other opponents headaches because of his length, and they were hard to shoot over top of him. Then we had Mason Meyer, who went down with an ankle injury. Mason Meyer is probably our most athletic. He can jump out of the gym. He's probably the only player on the team that could jump up and grab the rim during the season. And, he'll get better the more he gets the chance to play. He only got to play a couple games towards the end of the season for us. Next is Austin Shadler. Austin Shadler's another one. He got hurt second game of the season. Played one game, and in the one game that he played, he was phenomenal. He put up 18 or 20 points, played really, really well. And then, unfortunately, in the next game, he went down with a knee injury. But Austin Shadler has a lot of potential, and he's going to get better as he gets older also. Next player is Luke Piscatello. Luke Piscatello is a great rebounder and a great passer. Great kid, always on the right spot on the floor, knows where he's supposed to be, does the right things at all times. Next is Jack Poe. Jack Poe is one of those athletic and strong kids. I mean, he was probably our best player at getting from the wing to the basket. He could do it. It was shocking because I didn't realize he was that fast and that athletic, but it took me a few games to figure that out, and when we figured it out, Jack Poe became one of our better players. Next is Evan North. Evan North is by far our most consistent player. Day in, day out, you knew what you're going to get with Evan. You're going to get out there. He was going to give you your 8 to 10 points a game. He was going to get you your 6-7 rebounds, and he was going to do what he needed to do, and he was very consistent at it. And the last player is Luke Schumacher. Luke Schumacher, unfortunately, he also went down with a knee injury early in the season. He didn't get to play for like the last 5 or 6 games of the season. But Luke Schumacher is going to have a lot of potential. Especially if he keeps growing, he'll keep getting better and better as he gets older. And that is our 2019-2020 freshman basketball team here at Bishop Brossart. I look forward to watching these guys the next 3 years, and I hope that all 15 guys try out again next year. There's going to be plenty of room for them on the roster, and see what happens. I mean, things happen over the years. People grow differently, and with this group, with the amount of talent that I think that they have, I think that they can do a lot of good things in the next 3 years. Look forward to seeing them, and I hope everybody's staying safe out there, and I hope we get back into court here this fall. I'm looking forward to basketball season. Thank you.